Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tony'sPicks.com with the hottest capper right now over at Tony'sPicks.com. There's Pravy, Sambamurti. Pravy, what run? Some run you have going on right now.
Yeah, the old dartboard's working again.
Fantastic. All right, we got a 4-pack from Pravy here on the show, so let's go ahead. Let's waste no time. Let's get right to it here. We're going to start here with Major League Baseball action here for Tuesday. Let's get here going on here with game number 1 here. As we're going to be looking here at this one between the Rockies and the Pirates here for Tuesday's action.
Yeah, great. Good to be back with you, Tony. I'll just give a couple of general trends in this series. Colorado is 5-0 ATS in their last 5 games. They looked really good this weekend against the Mets. They're just hitting the cover off the ball. The Pirates are in a real funk. The Pirates were a really surprising team at the beginning of the year, but they've lost 7 in a row right now. 5 of their last 6 games have gone over the listed total, and that's really because their pitching has just been getting beaten up pretty badly. Both the Rays and the Blue Jays really had their way with the pitching staff in their last 2 series, so that's become a real concern for them. The Rockies have a young guy named Ezekiel Tovar, who I really like a lot. He's just been on fire. Almost hit for the cycle this weekend, one game against the Mets, so he's definitely a guy to watch down their stretch. The pitching matchup here is Connor Seabold for the Rockies against Luis Ortiz for the Pirates. Seabold has only started 1 game this year, but he looked pretty good. 3 earned runs, 7 hits over 5 innings. This is Ortiz's first start of the year. In his 4 starts last year, he looked okay, but he was hit pretty hard in his last 2 starts of last year. Particularly his last start, he got the Cardinals put up quite a bit of runs on him in the last start, and a 13-3 win for the Cardinals. So I think the Rockies have a pitching edge here, as well as just playing better baseball right now. So, and we're getting slightly plus money on this. So I would take the Rockies on this.
Yeah, that moved the opener now up to plus 140. So a lot of Pirate money coming here at the open. So the Rockies series to play plus 140 here from Pravy, Sambamurti, hottest capper over the last 7 days and 30 days over at Tony'sPicks.com. Seabold's had his issues there, and of course Luis Ortiz. Promising prospect, but the Seabold, in his relief appearances was hit a little bit as well this year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is going to be a game that's going to be low scoring in any stretch. I think the Pirates will definitely put some runs up on Seabold, but they're overall, I think as this game stretches on, I think the Rockies are just playing much better baseball, and they're playing with a lot more confidence. So that really shows up in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings in these games, and and with the plus money, I think it's and the fact the Pirates have lost 7 in a row, I think I'll take the Rockies all day on this one.
Yeah, great value there now from the open now to plus 140 now from Pravy here on the Rockies, plus 110 against the Pirates. This one on Tuesday will have a start time here of 6:35 Eastern time. Guys, check out Tony'sPicks.com. Pravy has been on absolute fire. We'll put up his numbers for you guys to check out right now. 2,565 units of profit, guys. So don't waste time. Get on over at Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up to one of Pravy's long-term passes. As you can see, he's producing results. Hottest capper the past 7 days and the past 30 days over at Tony'sPicks.com. So guys, be sure to get up and sign up to one of his long-term passes. All right, let's continue on here on the show here. Joined by Pravy, Sambamurti. And we'll get ready for our next game here, Pravy, as we're going to be looking at an interesting one here between the Rays and the Orioles here. At the open, the Rays came in here for Tuesday minus 125, total 8.5.
Yeah, the Rays are right now the best team in baseball. They had a great come from behind victory yesterday against the Yankees to pull out that series. The Orioles have also been quite good. Very surprising team this year. But we'll go through a few of the recent trends. Tampa Bay is 5-1 in their last 6 games. They're also 5-1 in their last 6 road games. So they've been playing really well on the road. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. They're also 7-3 in their 10 games against the AL East this year, while the Orioles are only 4-5 against the AL East this year. And the Orioles have lost 2 in a row after giving up the lead and losing the extra inning game in Atlanta yesterday. Pitching matchup is Zach Eflin against Grayson Rodriguez. Eflin has just been great this year. All 5 of the starts have been excellent. The Rays have won all 5 of the starts. Over 28 innings, he's given up 24 hits, only 7 earned runs. He's only walked 3 batters, and he's struck out 31 batters. So really dominating performance so far for Eflin. And Grayson Rodriguez, he got hit pretty hard in his last start against KC. He only lasted 3.2 innings. He gave up 8 hits and 6 earned runs. So I mean, he got hit by the long ball too, pretty hard. So what Rodriguez, he's been winning a lot of his starts, but mostly because he's been beneficiary of really good run support by the Orioles. The Orioles have been swinging the bats really well, but I just don't think they're going to be able to produce those types of runs against a guy like Eflin. So I think they definitely have the pitching edge here, and they're the better team right now. So I will take them.
Yeah, we got Pravy here on the Rays plus 10. Actually moved now to minus 125 since the open. So there's been some movement since the open here. Now we're filming this Tuesday as the lines open. So there's been some movement now to the Rays here, minus 125. And how can you argue that? Eflin moves to the Rays, a fantastic organization for pitching, and right now a career high in his strikeouts.
Yeah, he's been great all around, and like I said, if you look at that strikeout to walk ratio, that's just really impressive. And the thing about guys who can get strikeouts consistently is these are guys who can put a couple runners on base in an inning, just lead off the inning or even bases loaded or whatever, and they can get out of it just by striking guys out. So it tends to minimize the damage quite a bit, even when the other team may be getting into a rally. So he's definitely a guy to back right now.
All right, guys, Pravy here on Rays plus 105 against the Orioles. This one will have a start time, 6:35 Eastern time. Guys, check out Pravy at TonySpicks.com. As we said, he is the hottest capper right now at TonySpicks.com. Last 7 days, last 30 days, get signed up to one of his long-term passes. Visit him over at TonySpicks.com and pick up one of his long-term passes. You won't regret that. He has been on absolute fire. Let's continue on here on our show here, joined by Pravy Sambamurti. Find his premium plays over at TonySpicks.com. All right, let's continue on here with the show. Pravy, it's time now for pick 3 on our 4-pack. It's Dodgers and Brewers here. We're showing minus 110 at the opener here. It's shortly after the opener, I should say. And it looks like Syndergaard's trying to get right here to fit against Eric Lauer.
Yeah, I mean, Syndergaard, again, just like the Dodgers kind of got off to a bit of a slow start this year, but they seem to be putting together in the last week. And Syndergaard has had 2 really solid starts in his last 2 starts. Just some recent trends here. The Dodgers are 8-1 in their last 9 games. They're 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games. They're also 8-5 versus the National League Central this year, while the Brewers are 1-6 in their last 7 games, and the Brewers are only 5-8 against the National League West this year. So those trends definitely favor the Dodgers here. As we were saying before, Noah Syndergaard is going for the Dodgers against Eric Lauer for the Brewers. Syndergaard has looked quite good in 4 of his 6 starts. The Dodgers won his last 2 starts, so the hitting and the pitching seem to be coming together for the Dodgers. Lauer, the Brewers have lost both of Lauer's last 2 starts. He's also been plagued by some bad defense. The Brewers have made some really critical errors this year, and if you look at their stats from defense, last year they were committing about 0.57 errors per game. Which it's not good, and the last 3 games they've been committing 3.33 errors per game. So they tend to have a little shakiness in the field, and Lauer has definitely been hurt by that so far this year. So the Dodgers are playing well enough now that you really can't make many mistakes against them, and if you do, they're going to make you pay for it. So I think this is a very fair bet. Even money on the Dodgers tonight. Tomorrow night they should win. They should win this maybe by 2 or 3 runs.
All right, Pravy here on Dodgers minus 110 against the Brewers for Tuesday's action. Yeah, Syndergaard, trying to hold his spot there in that rotation. A lot of pressure on him. He's having some issues, but you see he's improving there. Of course, the Dodgers, they have won their past 2 against the left-hander. No slow start against the lefties, but they beat Strom for Philadelphia, and then they beat Snell.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Dodgers lineup, I mean, they do have a couple of guys like Max Muncy and guys like that can struggle at times against left-handers. But the truth is, Lauer has not been really overpowering, recently. So even this year, so yeah, I don't think he's a lefty that necessarily scares the Dodgers too much.
All right, Pravy here. Dodgers minus 110 here against the Brewers. This one to have a start time here, 7:40 Eastern time. Guys, check out TonySpicks.com. As we said, Pravy hottest capper right now over at TonySpicks.com. You see the numbers, 2,565 units of profit, all documented over at TonySpicks.com. Pay a visit to Pravy's handicapper page. Click the link in the description. Get over there and get signed up. He's been on absolute fire. Let's continue on here with the show here, joined by Pravy Sambamurti. Pravy, here we go. Late afternoon action. Actually, evening action here, 9:38 Eastern time. Astros and Angels in Game 2 of this series. Angels open up favored minus 130, total 7.5.
Yeah, this is a really great pitching matchup here. Framber Valdez is going up against the whiz kid Shohei Ohtani. The Astros, just some stats on the Astros. 8 of their last 11 games have gone under the listed total. Valdez has been pitching really good. 6 straight quality starts for Framber Valdez. And over that period, he's pitched 45 innings. He struck out 45 batters. So another guy we were talking earlier about, pitchers who can get strikeouts when they need it, can minimize the damage in some tough innings and some tough situations. So, and they can keep those runs off the board, which is critical if you're betting the totals on this. Valdez also faced the Angels twice last year in Anaheim. In those games, he gave up only two earned runs over 12.2 innings. So he seems to pitch well against the Angels, particularly in Anaheim. Ohtani, on the other hand, has had a couple of bad starts. The last 2 starts, he gave up 5 earned runs and 6 earned runs. He was plagued a little bit by the long ball in the second game, but he's definitely capable of shutting down any team on any given night. And he particularly has a lot of success against the Astros. Last year he started against Houston twice at home, and he looked really, really good. It was over 18.2 innings, only 3 earned runs on 14 hits, and he struck out 26 batters in those 3 starts against the Astros at home. So what I'm going to do in this game is I'm going to take the under on the first half, on the first 5 innings. That way we don't have to deal with any bullpens or anything like that. One of the things our clients will notice is one of the big decision you make on any one of these games is whether you're going to bet the full game or the first half. And generally with the unders, it's mostly based on the starting pitching anyway. So I try not to do the under on the full game. I usually take the first half, and this is definitely a game that warrants that. You got 2 really solid pitchers who seem to pitch well against the opposing team. So we'll go with that.
Yeah, that's right. Astros and Angels, first 5 under 3.5 runs. We do document that over at TonySwitch.com. We allow our cappers to put those in for the clients. And Pravy, that's right. It eliminates the Angel bullpen. I know the Angel bullpen, little issues there, but don't have to worry about Ohtani. He should be able to go the full 5.
Absolutely. And the other thing about the Angels is that they have had some really nice come from behind wins this year. So they seem to hit the other opposition bullpens really well too. So so they definitely don't want to deal with the bullpens in a game like this, and just focus on Valdez and Ohtani. They should both pitch 5 innings at least, and take your under.
There you go. Pravy here. Astros, Angels, under 3.5 first 5 innings. This one of a start time here, 9:38 Eastern time. All right, Pravy, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. As we said, Pravy's been on absolute fire. Hottest capper over at TonySpace.com last 7 days and last 30 days. Last 7 days, 2,500 and 6,500 units of profit. That is all documented at TonySpace.com. When you go to Pravy's handicapper page, go down to the pick history. You'll see every play document. All right, Tuesday we got a full board Major League Baseball, 15 game cards. NBA with a couple of big games as well. Also hockey back here with a little more action here following that single game on Monday. What will you have planned at TonySpace.com for Tuesday's action?
We're gonna see some really good tight games like Denver. That Denver Phoenix series is getting really tight now. It's been more of a home series so far, so probably leaning towards probably taking the Nuggets in that game. And obviously NHL, Devils and Hurricanes are going to be back at it on Tuesday as well. So that should be interesting. I think that's turning into a home series. The Devils put up 8 goals in the last game, so the overs have been really excellent in the NHL so far in the playoffs, I've noticed. So so far, I think last week I've been 10-3 in the NHL playoffs. So the totals have been a big part of that. So it's been great.
That's right, guys. Get aboard with Pravy Sambamurti over at Tony'sPicks.com. Of course, you get his one-day pass or the long-term pass. The way Pravy's running, you may consider that 1-month all-sports pass. Get all of Pravy's pre and plays for 30 days. That includes all his NBA and NHL playoffs, all the baseball in there. And don't forget that promo code TonyT at checkout, and that will save you 20% off your purchase. Any premium plays, whether it's a 7-day, 3-day. We'll do the math on the 1-month pass. That's $66 off that 1-month all-sports pass. You can access Pravy's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and you'll land right on Pravy's page. Go ahead and get signed up. He's been red hot on the side. All right, Pravy, as always, great having you here on the show. Continue that great success. We'll catch up with you again soon.
Very good. Thanks, Tony. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Pravy Sambamurti here on Tony Swift Time. We'll talk to you guys later.